Do you hear that? Do you hear that? I think that's a knock. Is that a knock at the door? I think that's the Flyers knocking on the door for first place in the Metro. I think that's what it is. Because we just beat the Capitals again for the third time this season. 5-2. But, that I guess that means nothing. Thank you all for watching. That's it for this. Just kidding. Flyers are on fire. Best team in the NHL right now. We are the hottest team in the NHL, and nobody can stop us. Right now, the Flyers are the talk of the city. They are the talk of the NHL. They have people taking notice, and nobody wants to play us. Nobody wants to play the Philadelphia Flyers right now. Away, home, in another country, it doesn't even matter. Because the Flyers right now are the hottest team in the NHL. 7 games. 7-game win streak. Nobody could have predicted this. I guarantee you Washington fans were like, oh, they're just a fake franchise. They're just fake. They're not that good. We're going to whoop them. I saw it under the Flyers' Instagram. This guy commented, you guys are about to get whooped. We won 5-2. We won 5-2. I wonder if he was talking about the Capitals. He was on the wrong page. Because the Flyers are on fire. They didn't score a goal in the first period. They were down 1-0. Second period started. TK, power play goal. Called back. Why was it called back? It was clearly a goal. I watched the replay multiple times. It was clearly a goal. It went right in between Holtby's legs, and he was in the back of the net. And it wasn't goaltender interference because Couturier got pushed on the Holtby. That should have been a goal. It should have been 1-0. It's whatever. Literally minutes later, Travis, the All-Star, Konechny, scores his 24th goal of the season on the power play. A little rebound, kicked it off his skate and in to the net with his stick. Hey, that second line again was amazing. Hayes, TK, Lawton all scored in last night's game. The Flyers are just so fun to watch. I love this team. There has not been a team I can remember that I have been this excited for, that I have been this interested in. Last year with the Sixers, I was interested in it, but, we lost. Now, the Flyers are the talk of the city. You cannot go a single place where you're not hearing, did you see the Flyers game last night? Did you see Kevin Hayes score? Did you see Travis Konechny score? Did you see that save from Brian Elliott? Did you see that save from Carter Hart? You just don't hear it anymore. The Flyers are now the talk. It was the Sixers. It was the Eagles. It was the Phillies last year. The Flyers were low. They were making some roster changes. They were making some head management changes. We get to the Eagles season. The Eagles don't have the greatest season, 9-7 on the season. It's whatever. They made the playoffs. They beat the Cowgirls. Got into the playoffs. Sixers cannot win a single game on the road. They are an absolute joke to watch. It's almost unwatchable when it's not in the Wells Fargo Center. People just want to get to the playoffs and see what happens with that team. But with the Flyers, you're beating teams like Boston. You're beating teams like Washington. You're beating these good teams. These good metropolitan teams. Columbus, Florida. They play Carolina tonight. I will be in attendance 4 rows off the ice. Can't wait. I've been ready for this game since I bought the tickets back in December. It was my mom's Christmas present. Had to get her something nice. Her favorite player of all time is Rob Brindamore. So I got her a little something. I didn't think that the Flyers were going to be 1 point out of first place when we got to this point. Not at all. When I looked at the schedule in March or in December, and I saw, oh wow, they play on a back-to-back, I just hope Carter Hart plays. Well, now they did play on a back-to-back, and Brian Elliott beat the Washington Capitals. And now Carter Hart is still playing tonight in the Wells Fargo Center. And my God, I love this team. I've never, ever liked a team this much in my life. I love this team. I can name you every player, every line. I am so into this team. It has brought a new side out of my sports fandom. I used to be just basketball and football, and then Bryce Harper got, because the Phillies sucked, and then Bryce Harper got to the Phillies, and then it was Phillies baseball, Sixers basketball, Eagles football, and then there was the Flyers down low. But now the Flyers are number one. They are number one, and there is no topping them right now. They are number one. Literally, they are almost number one. If they win tonight and Washington loses to the Rangers, we are in first place by a point, and I cannot express myself enough when I say I love this team. I can't express it enough. Back to the game. Derek Grant. Absolutely amazing pickup for what you gave up. Chuck Fletcher is doing a great job with this team. An absolute great job with this team. Hayes scored his 23rd goal of the season to make the game 2-1. But the shot was not good. It was not set up by Kevin Hayes. Nick Aubé-Kubel puts it in on net. Derek Grant takes his skate, moves it to the outside, and literally passes the puck to Kevin Hayes, wide open in front of the net. Goal, 2-1. Derek Grant is a stud. Derek Grant is a stud, and I don't know why I couldn't remember his name when he first got on this team, but now I will remember Derek Grant and that pass for the rest of this season, unless if we sign him, and then I will remember him until he's gone. But his pass was beautiful. Beautiful with the skate. It was literally behind his back with the skate right to Hayes. His 23rd goal of the season. And then Tyler Pitlick scores. Makes it 3-1 Flyers. I mean, they scored. The Capitals did score. Made it 3-2. Right before the end of the second period. But guess what? Third period starts. Jake Voracek leading the rush. Stops on a dime. Waits a second. Waits another second. Ivan Provorov. Right there. Beats Braden Holtby. Glove side. Man, this team is so fun to watch. This team is so fun to watch. I love this team. The Flyers have the most defenseman goals all season long. They have 44 defensive goals. 12 of them by Ivan Provorov. And then, to make things even better, Scott Laughton ends the game, puts it out of reach. No need to pull the goalie. Makes it 5-2, his 13th of the year. And I'm telling you, that second line is... That might be one of the best second lines, if not the best second line in hockey right now. TK, Hayes, and Laughton, they all get points per night. They all score. They all assist. They play good defense. That second line is great. Our second line is great. Now there is some bad news. JVR took a puck right off his right wrist. He has a broken hand. He is out 4 to 8 weeks with the broken hand, obviously. Joel Farabee will be called up tonight, and he will be playing against Carolina. And my thoughts on it, he'll probably be back for playoffs, so I'm not too worried about it. Obviously, it's a loss. He has like 19 goals on the year, but it could have been a lot worse if we're being honest. Like, JVR is a third line player. He's good. I'm not saying he's not good. He's a great player. He fits this rotation and the lines very well. And it's going to be obviously a loss. But Joel Farabee isn't terrible. It's not so much downgraded that I have to now worry about every little thing that Joel Farabee does. Joel Farabee is a good hockey player. He's going to be a great hockey player in this league one day. He just has to do what he has done so far to get to this level. And if he does that, the Flyers should be fine. Derek Grant had 2 assists. Obviously, the one with his skate to Hayes was the nicest assist. It's all over social media. Elliott was 25 of 27 on saves. Carter Hart is in net tonight versus Carolina. Cata hat. I mean, what else can you really say about this team? Are you not entertained? Honestly, are you not entertained with this team? Flyers versus Hurricanes tonight. Rob Brindamore back where he used to play in the Wells Fargo Center, even though he probably never played in the Wells Fargo Center as a Flyer. Flyers beat the Washington Capitals. They hold Alex Ovechkin to a whopping 0 points against them all year long. They finished the regular season series 3-0-1 against the Washington Capitals, getting what's that, 7 points against them? Who would have thought? The Flyers are now 15-4-4 against Metropolitan teams. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that the Philadelphia Flyers were going to be the talk of the town come March 5th, 2020? Maybe March 5th, 2022, we'd be talking about the Flyers like this. But right now, the Flyers are the talk. I'm here for it. You better be here for it. I will be making Flyers content every time they play. There will be a new Flyers video out tomorrow. I love this team. Everybody should love this team from Philadelphia. They are fun. They are young. They are They have the vets. They have the goaltender. And they are going to make a run. They're already on a 7-game win streak. They're going for 8 tonight against Carolina. The playoffs is going to be something special. I think the Flyers are going to have a special season, especially in the playoffs, because this season's already special. 1 point out of first place in the Metro. They play Carolina tonight. The Capitals play the Rangers tonight. Go Rangers. Go Flyers. That's it for this video. Flyers win 5-2 against the Washington Capitals. Kevin Hayes, Travis Konechny, Tyler Pitlick, Scott Lawton, and Ivan Provorov all score. The 3 stars of the night have to be Derek Grant, Provy, and I'd go Elliott. That would be my 3 stars of the night. He hasn't played in like 9 games, so it's good that he got the job done against a great team in the Capitals. Carter Hart will go tonight against the Carolina Hurricanes in a back-to-back. Thank you all for watching. Go Flyers. I will see you next time. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm hype. You should be hype. Flyers versus Hurricanes tonight. Let's go Flyers, baby.